What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Welcome in. I appreciate you joining me. I know it's been a rough week, rough weekend, rough. Uh, so I appreciate you coming by the show. I know you got a lot of options out there, and it's a never-ending. Seems like a new show comes out every day, especially even just Ohio State related. But anyway, um, today we're talking defensive stats, grades. I'm going to give you my grades at the end. Please drop your grades for each position group on the defense in the comments. D-line, linebackers, safeties, corners. So we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about some stats from the weekend's game. I'll start off right here, kind of a pain point right off the top. Um, so big plays, and we're measuring big plays as in the passing game over 15 yards, running game over 10 yards. Okay. We're not looking at the Buckeye offense. We did that yesterday. Strictly defense. We gave up 7 big plays over 15 yards in the pass game for 252 yards. Just these 7 plays alone. Okay. Not to mention what the 340 or whatever Gabriel threw for, but you gave up a 28 yarder, a 69 yarder, 32 yarder, 48 yarder. That was for a touchdown. A 17 yarder, a 32 yarder, 26 yarder. And then in the run game, gave up a 25 yarder, a 16 yarder, and a 27 yarder for a touchdown. So out of those big plays, the 10 of them, 2 went for scores. The others were really long. A 48 yarder, a 69 yarder. Are you freaking kidding me? So obviously that's an issue. And Jim Knowles, this falls right at your feet. This is year 3. What is the deal? I thought we were going to have no more explosive plays. That's what we were supposed to. We were supposed to be number 1 in the country last year. Okay, so what is the issue here? Now I know we saw Denzel Burke give up like 180 yards receiving, but that wasn't the only play. That wasn't the only guy giving up plays here. So let's get into it. I do want to compare the first half to the second half. In so far this year, we've been good in the second half, made adjustments, and took away what they were successful in the first half. But that didn't really happen against Oregon. Total yards in the first half gave up 285. That's just one half of football. Ohio State gave up 285 yards, 73 on the ground, 212 through the air. Yeah. And then second half. Okay, so all right, you gave up 285 in the first half. Second half, though, you still gave up 211. So yeah, I guess you knocked down 70 yards, 74 yards off of that, but BFD, that's not good enough. And they still ran it for 82 yards. That's more than they ran it for in the first half. Throwing the ball, we did knock that down a bit, down to 129 from 212 in the first half, but still, they were 4 of 8 on third downs in the second half. Money time, they were 50%. Time of possession was virtually equal in the second half. We did not get a single turnover. I can't really count that kicker throwing a rainbow into the end zone on the botched extra point. So still, it would have only gone for 2 points. So it's not like it would have been a pick 6, even if Ransom took it all the way. But we got 0 sacks. So according to PFF, we, as a defense, put up 19 pressures on the quarterback. Well, there's a difference between pressures that matter and pressures that have 0 effect on the quarterback. That's what we saw. Dylan Gabriel was able to skate around back there, tap dance, whatever you want to call it, in the backfield to avoid the rush, get out of harm's way. We had a total of only 5 hits on the quarterback, 0 sacks again. He was hurried 14 times. We only batted down one pass. Freaking quarterback's 5'10", man. We only batted down one. All right. Good job. JT had the most pressures. I didn't really think he was that effective. Uh, yeah, 7 pressures, 3 hits on the quarterback. I don't know if they were really hits that made any difference. Jack Sawyer, 4 pressures. Did Jack play? He did not. He was out for some series. Let's see. Total snaps. He played 59. Um, I got a total of how many plays for these guys? Game totals, number of plays, 65. So of 65 Oregon offensive plays, Jack was out for 59. Seemed like more than that. So seemed like more than 6 he missed. But anyway, um, I just know there was no push by that D line. So something has to happen here with Jim Knowles and Larry Johnson. These two need to get in a room and fucking figure it out. I don't care. Ryan Day needs to, negotiate this, whatever it is. These two have got to get on the same page. We are not getting any pressure, and especially in these big matchup games. We're supposed to have the best D line in the country. That's what I was told before the season, right? You guys heard the same shit. All Americans across the D line. At least 3 of the 4 were all Americans. I'm not seeing it. If you guys see something else, please tell me. I'm not freaking seeing it. Looking at the grades, overall defensive grades, Mitchell Melton was out there a lot, seemed like. I got 9 snaps for him. JT was only out there for 55, so he missed 10 snaps. Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Lathan Ransom, Cody Simon all played 68 plays. Ty Leak, 52, understandable. But the backups came in. Freaking Jason Moore was in there on a goal line play. What? That guy hasn't played all year. I'm not saying he sucks, but him, Hero Canoe, nothing. Arvell Reese was in for 4 snaps, had a missed tackle down there at the goal line, almost allowed a touchdown. So all in all, and missed tackles, we had 11. You cannot continue to tell me that this defense can tackle. They suck at tackling. Maybe you should practice it. Just a thought. I cannot continue to see the same stuff over and over, and it's not fixed. It's not freaking fixed. Jim Knowles is the most overpaid man in Columbus. Looks like to me. Hit like if you agree. Targets in the secondary. We'll move on to the coverage issues. Denzel Burke. Again, coverage and pressure go hand in hand, right? It's kind of that all-encompassing part of defense coming together. If the defensive line and linebackers are not going to get pressure on the quarterback, DBs can only cover for so long. It's physically impossible for them to cover for 3.5 to 4 seconds. That's a problem. That's when you get Denzel Burke, 8 targets, 8 receptions allowed, 179 and 2 scores, and horrible tackling. I don't know how they didn't credit him with some missed tackles. He got run the frick over by that Ferguson guy. Anyway, Sonny Styles targeted 5 times, gave up 3 for 13. Another culprit here, Cody Simon, 3 catches for 67. It was probably by the tight end. And a couple here for Ransom, a couple for Downs, but no major damage done. Hancock, a couple. Then you got to mix in the penalties there on Hancock. IGB, Hancock had 2 penalties. That face mask really was the catalyst for that onside kick. So he gets called for the face mask on the scoring play. They get the option to assess it on the kickoff. So they're kicking from the 50. Oregon kicks from the 50, drills it right into Caleb Downs' chest. He doesn't catch it, and they recover it. Excellent play call. If you can make it work, good job. So the Ducks steal a possession there. Um, and so that's on special teams. Ryan Day is supposed to be your baby, plus whatever position coach. So that's got, excuse me, that's got to get cleaned up. Damn it. 1 second. Um, Coverage grades, obviously Burke, worst on the team. Um, Reese, not good. Lorenzo Styles was in for a few snaps. Cody Simon, bad. Ty Hamilton was dropping into coverage a few times. JT also did. Um, that seems pointless because they're not doing it well. Um, Kenyatta actually had 3 pressures of his own on just 17 snaps. We'll take that. That's good work. But in coverage, yeah, pass rush, the starters were not good, not good enough. Just seemed like they got swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And we were supposed to go in there and run this ball down their throats and stop their run and make them one dimensional. Well, that didn't work out. Uh, they beat us at the line of scrimmage. And again, this goes back to Jim Knowles. Year 3, what is happening? Guess what? It's not going to get easier next year when you lose all your seniors on that D line. You lose a senior middle linebacker. It does not get better. You lose a senior corner, senior safety. Uh, Things really have to get tightened up here. No forced fumbles. We didn't get any hands on balls, hardly at all. And I, the yak. Oh, I forced missed tackle. No, I didn't check that yesterday. I should have done that. Yak yards. Um, Obviously, Burke leading the way there, giving up 51. Simon 45. Hancock 21. IGB 18. You can't give up that kind of yak yards after the catch. Um, so yeah, as far as tackles go, Sonny Styles led the way. Just had 1 miss. Caleb Downs was 7. Cody Simon 7. Ransom 6, but had 3 misses. Yeah, missed tackles. Lathan Ransom, Cody Simon. You can't do that, man. Safety in it at linebacker. So yeah. Uh, to say I'm a little disappointed is an understatement, that's for sure. The big plays, um, not getting off the field on third downs for the game, they were 6 of 14. That is under 50% slightly, but um, still, they converted 1 of 2 on fourth. And yards per play, they were at 7.6 yards per play. Um, Yards per completion. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't have a lot else to share that's positive or negative. Actually, I'm kind of done. A lot to work on. I guess that's the only upside of this loss. I didn't see any major injuries on the defensive side of the ball. I'm very concerned about Josh Simmons being out the season. So defense is going to have to go out there and be better. We should have won scoring 31 points. If you give Jim Knowles 31 points by your offense, I would expect a victory. How many times has he shit the bed in these big games? Just keeps happening. Evan Stewart, 149. Tez Johnson, 75, both with touchdowns. Terrence Ferguson, 62. Trayshawn Holden, 1 spit in the face. That's Bush League. No wonder that dude didn't last at Alabama. Anyways, please hit me with your grades. I got D line. I give him a D. All the pressures in the world don't mean shit if you're not getting to the quarterback. Give me 1 freaking sack for Christ's sake. 1. I'll take it. Jesus. So D for the D line. I don't think they showed up. Linebackers, a C. Lots of missed tackles still, especially at key moments. And terrible in coverage, as usual. Nothing new there. Safeties, a B. Kind of the only bright spot for the defense. So Yeah, just Downs is the only one on defense that I really noticed. Corners, F, F minus if you want. Worst secondary play from three corners: Hancock, IGB, and Burke. Uh, these guys are experienced. They know better. These are 3, 4, 5 year, fifth year guys. So um, F for the corners. Can't give up 200 yards like that. Overall, what Gabriel had? 341. You cannot give up 341 through the air. F minus. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me with your grades, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Bugs.